Hello, my viewers. Favored here on Psychological Realities. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll appreciate. Thank you. It has been a while. I'm happy to meet you again today. Had gone for a little leave, but I'm back. Now, today we are going to Mary Jane's TV, and we're talking about the this one young man who chased away his late brother's wife, and now he's suffering, and now he thinks it's because of those curses that his brother's wife on him. But if you ask me, as I always say, in this life, if you are suffering, just suffer because it is life, and sometimes people go through some things, but do not suffer because you are paying for your sins. And I believe you're going to learn a lot of things from this story I'm about to tell you. Now, there's this young man who came to Mary Jane, and he told her that he wanted to. Now, this young man wanted Mary Jane to take him to his late brother's wife, who he had stayed for about 5 years without seeing. And he said that he wanted the late brother's wife to forgive him. And when Mary Jane asked him why you wanted for forgiveness, why he was asking for forgiveness, what was his mistake? For you to apologize, or for someone to ask for someone to apologize to someone, you must have wronged the person. But he said not. The brother's wife had been laying curses on her, and his life is not. It's just not intact. It has been messy. And when you look at the man, he seems frustrated and disturbed. Now, as Mary Jane does, she does her work very well. She investigated, she looked for the wife, and she got the woman was staying in an complete on a, com- in a complete in a complete house. Anyway, she was not living in a very bad condition. But if you compare the woman and this young man, the woman seemed to be doing at least better, because this young man, he was very much frustrated. By the look of the things, he's a frustrated person. Now, when this woman saw this young man, she started crying. She's just a young woman. Now, Mary Jane was like, "Why are you crying? Why are you fighting the man?" Because this young man had not told Mary Jane the whole story. He lied to her. Yet, in the real sense, his brother died. He left behind a widow and a 2 years old son. And this young man, after a few days of burial of his brother, he went and chased away the wife and incited the other family members. And even he told them that the son was not his late brother's son. So he took over the house they were living in. He went also for their investment, because this lady says that they really suffered to invest in an 8-bedroom apartment. And now, as I'm talking to you, there is nothing you can show off what he used money for, because he's saying he used money to travel, to invest, but there's nothing you can see on the ground. As in, he took this property and wasted it. And on top of that, he's suffering. When I tell you people karma is real, sometimes you feel like it is just a yes. Now, this young man, this lady was crying and said that she had to move to an incomplete house. And it was very rough for her. She was rained on. She was scorched by the sun, all the dust, all the mosquitoes, the cold in the night, with her 2-year-old son. And then her 2-year-old son died out of calvation. And the conditions she was living in, this young boy could not withstand. And in the process, he died. And to make even the matters worse, none of the family members, her husband's family members, her late husband's family members, cared to ask how the son was doing. And right now, because karma is catching up with them and they know exactly what is happening to them, now this man has come to apologize. The woman never wanted to listen. She didn't want to listen. She was crying, especially when she heard that the house, their 8 bedroomed apartment had been sold. She just sat down and started weeping. And she told Mary Jane how she was, her and the husband, how they really suffered. They stayed in very bad conditions. By that time, they were building that house for them to have something that they can hold on, for them not to suffer in future. But everything has been wasted by this young man, the brother to the husband. And if you ask me, this is Africa. I don't know if these things happens to these other Western countries. But people, I wanted Jenny to ask the young man if he had a hand in his brother's demise. Because in Africa, most of the time, you'll find that those people who come for you, come fighting for the property. In one way or another, they have a hand in the demise of their family members. I've seen these things. And I know what I'm talking about because I don't want to say much, but maybe one day I'll give you our story, our family story. When my dad died, by the time this person is dying, sometimes you might not know, because most people pretend. Some of the relatives will pretend that they are there with you, but even they're the ones who have caused the death. But you just come to realize and know them after the burial, because they'll come for you. Trust me, they'll come for you. They'll want to take everything your late husband left you, or your father left you, and even they'll claim that your father was never there, their relative or their brothers or their sister. It is happening. But you see, what I keep on telling you people, there is what you call God's justice. And I say, if the devil is fighting you, if witch doctors are fighting, if your friends are fighting you, if your enemies are fighting you, you can call upon God and he'll come to your aid. Now, what if it's God who is punishing you? What if it is God, it is now the time God is punishing you? Where will you turn to? And this man, I wish you go and watch that video. This man looked frustrated. You can just see the way he is behaving, the clothes he's putting on. And he was just there kneeling and asking and apologizing. The sister-in-law says that he never loved her from the word go when he married the brother. She could cook food, and he will always say, other people will be enjoying her food, and he'll be the only one saying that this food is not good. If your brother has married and this wife has no problem with your brother and has no problem with you, why hate her? If you don't like her, leave them alone. If your brother had a land or the properties, let it be for the children. Unless the woman is a waster, and you are fearing that maybe she can sell out everything and leave your brother's children homeless. But if that's not the case, just encourage her to stay and take care of the property. Where are we heading to as a generation? Where is humanity? Where is empathy? Mary Jane was crying. Mary Jane was also crying. And she was also asking this man, why didn't you tell me the truth? And even she offered to give this lady 50,000 and promised that she's going to stand with her until she gets back on her feet. But if you are there outside and you are doing the same to widows, you're doing the same to other people, doing injustices, just know that karma is on the way to your door. Sooner or later, it will catch up with you. Otherwise, thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye.